Some speeches launch career, some speeches make history, and some speeches are forgotten the moment they get over. Now, what is different between all of these three speeches? It's not the fancy words, not even the natural talent of the speaker, but it's really, really simple. It's their structure. A structure is just like a skeleton of memory. A structure is an invisible architecture that makes people lean forward and say, I'll remember that. And in this video, I'm not just gonna give you simple tips of how to structure your speech, but I'm giving you the exact framework used by legendary speakers like Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., even Steve Jobs in their legendary speeches that has created impact all around the globe and even after decades it got over. So are you ready for this transformation? Let's go and let's deep dive into the video. But before I deep dive into the video, if you've come first time on my channel, so hi, my name is Aditi Ranjan. I make content around public speaking, debating, diplomacy, conference, travel and podcasts as well. So do make sure to subscribe this channel because I'm sure you will love it out here. And more than loving, you will of course learn a lot from here. Along with that, follow me on Instagram because we really post good content out there as well. And you will of course learn a lot from there again. So now, not making the introduction so long, let's go and let's deep dive into the video. Lincoln's Gettysburg's Address, just 272 words that people even remember till now. Martin Luther King Jr., I Have a Dream, delivered in 1963, yet quoted in every year since. Steve Jobs at Stanford, a graduation speech that still trends on YouTube even after 20 years of delivery. A speech structure is just like a river that has made its bank. Now the bank are the one that make it more powerful because it now leaves valley behind and turns into plain, making it a livable place. Same way, when you put a structure into the speech, it really makes it enhanceable. Now I would like to add a personal story out here as well. I have personally tried all of these three techniques that you are going to see in this video, and I'll tell you all of these work very well. I have delivered two speeches at the same time, one with framework, another with no framework, and I can tell the difference, and so can you. After this video, you will see yourself and you will identify what is the difference between a speech with structure and a speech without structure. Framework number one is the oldest and still the strongest, the rule of three. Humans are wired for it. Beginning, middle, end, past, present, future, birth, life, death. Everything that is related to three. Why does it work? Because our brain feels that it is exactly the same amount of explanation we need. Because it does not feel too much or does not feel too little. It feels the exact same amount. And that is why this method works. And if you want the proof of this method, then you go into your chats, read a message of yourself and you will find it. Every time we write it into the piece of three, and that is most common. We say that I have three things to tell you. The first one is this, second one is this, and third one is this. Now imagine we are already doing this unintentionally. So if we do it with our full conscience, then remember how good, great work we can get out of it. Framework 2 is storytelling and which is called the story pine. Pixar has been using it to create every billion-dollar film on which you are crying or probably enjoying. And that can be used in your speech as well. It goes like once upon a time, every day, until one day, because of that, until finally, ever since then. That's it. That's the three loops that you have to follow always. And I would like to give you an example of it. Take Malala. Once upon a time, girl went to school. Every day she studied with joy. Until one day, extremists banned education. Because of that, she fought back until finally she stood before the UN. And ever since, she is inspiring billions of people. So look at it, how easy it is to implement these six parameters in your speech or in your storytelling to enhance the way you actually do. Now imagine that if I have done it so simply, so can you. So pause this video, go write down a story from your life, which is your favorite, and put it into these 6 parameters and see the difference. Now write the story 2 times. First without these 3 and 6 parameters, the way you usually write. Now, second time when you write it, put it into these 6 parameters and see the difference. It is in your hands now. The third framework is a very important and a very powerful framework. And if you really use it, then you will definitely be the one undefeatable. But to use this, you really have to be really, really prepared because this is so powerful. Now, it is called the Monroe Motivated Sequence created in 1930s. And this is something that is really, really powerful, as I mentioned. So let's go and let's look it into it very, very carefully. First one is the attention, that shock, story, or a bold statement. Second, need, show the problem. Third, satisfaction, your solution. Fourth, visualization, paint the future if they act. And fifth, the action, tell them exactly what do they have to do. Every great speech, every great legend, every viral TEDx show, everything that you watch is somewhere related to this concept. And I'll explain this with a really, really simple example. Martin Luther King Jr., he brought an attention by putting out urgency in the world. Second thing that he said is the need. He needed that the world should be equal. There should be no injustice. Everybody should feel equal at the same time. Third is the satisfaction of his dream. Fourth is visualization. He made people believe in the world that has lived equally, there is no discrimination, everybody is living peacefully. And fifth is the action. Action, he just said that, follow me, follow the march. And that is why this is so powerful, because this particular method framework has moved people, has moved nation. But when you are using this strategy, do make sure to use it very, very ethically. I repeat, you should use it very, very ethically. You have continued watching this video till now, so I have a tip for you. Now let's go and let's reveal it. So if you want a clarity, then go for the first one. If you want emotion, if you want to play with emotion of your audience, not play with your emotion, if you want to address to the emotion of people, go for the second one. And if you want the people to take action, if you want that your people should follow you or follow a particular action, they go for the third one. That's it. You are just done for this speech and you will create history. I swear that you are gonna create history if you use it really, really well. But there is a thing. If you just want to have these frameworks, it is of no use until you don't practice it. And as I always say, public speaking is just a skill. And if you really want to master it, you have to practice it anyhow. So for that, I have created a free worksheet for you that is linked in the down description. Do make sure to go and attend that, because that will definitely help you in this video as well to understand the framework and practice it. You do that, so do make sure to tag me on Instagram, because I love to listen your frameworks, your story, and how you use this video in your favor. And also I'll share my favorite on here on YouTube. This was the end of this video, but before I end, I just want to make sure that you watch other 3 episodes of this series, because that will give you immense knowledge about public speaking from the basics. Now let's go and let's watch that. Until then, take care, stay happy, and at the same time give me reviews in the comment section, because I want to enhance your experience and our learning.